Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Attack on Titan Season 3, Episode 1, or Episode 38, called Smoke Signal.
Let's go.
We are here.
3.
Season 3.
I'm so excited.
We ended last season discovering that Eren's scream can control Titans. That's a very useful skill.
That's why everybody wants them.
But do you think that is the trait of the coordinate?
Yes.
You do?
I do. I think that's what it means.
So Reiner's group, let's say, knows that Eren is the coordinate and they knew that he was going to have this ability?
Either they knew or they predicted or they thought. So the question before that one is that ability bred by Jaeger?
We've decided it's Jaeger.
Or like, are those traits passed down through blood? Are they made? Are
Mutations?
They random? Like, those are all of the questions. Because how they know is a good question. Did they know? Is it an educated guess? Do they have a way of finding out what a Titan's abilities are? Like, there's all of those questions. But I think you have to assume that they either knew or were certain with a high degree of probability that Eren had either that ability or something else that would be very useful. But I think they referred to him as the coordinate before he showed us.
But that's what I was asking. Is that the trait of the coordinate?
That was my assumption.
Well, it's going to make getting to Dr. Jaeger's basement real easy.
Yes. Well,
just run with Eren and let him scream at all the Titans to turn on each other.
I would say, as per usual with all things Eren, he has no idea how to do any of this.
So he's got to command it.
Yeah, he's got to figure it out the same way. I think there's going to be a learning curve the same way turning into a Titan for him was. And it seems to me that a lot of his transformations, his abilities, they're generally tied to emotion, at least until he figures it out. So I think it's going to be unreliable at the beginning.
We also have to figure out what's up with Annie. We have to figure out what's up with Krista. We have to figure out the Beast Titan. The last scene in Season 2 was the Beast Titan with King Triton with special glasses on his shoulder. Like, who are they?
Are the boys going back to the village? Yeah.
Too much. Too many loose ends to tie up. So let's not wait any longer. Season 3, Episode 1 of Attack on Titan is coming right now.
壁の向こうには海があるとアルミンが言った。
おお。
海の向こうには俺は何があると思ってたんだろ
う。We got a time skip here? It's with the long hair.
つまみ食いでもしてみるわ。リヴァイ兵長に食べやすい大きさにさばいてもらうからな。しませんよ。
お前ら入る前にちゃんと埃や泥を落としてきたか。
やってねえ。この大荷物言えねえのか。
お前そんな意識でリヴァイ兵長が満足すると思うか。今朝だって俺がお前のベッドのシーツを直してなかったらな。
うるせえ。てめえは俺の母ちゃんか。
おかえり。あれ巻き割りしてたの？体がなまってしまうから。
巨人に掴まれたんだからまだ動いちゃダメだよ。
止めたのに聞かねえんだ。さっきなんて腹筋してたからな。
てめえ何覗いてんだ。
ミカサ野生動物じゃないんだから。
なんだか訓練兵の時に戻ったみたいですね。
でもなんで僕らが新しいリヴァイ班に選ばれたんだろう。エレンとヒストリアを守る重要な任務なの。
優秀だからじゃないですか。
サシャ、今バッグに何入れたの？
パンのようなものは何も。
おいてめえこら
返せよ。おい、それより兵長が戻ってくるまでに掃除を終わらせねえと。
ほら出して。
何の騒ぎだ。
これで何回目だ。
貴重な食料なんだから。
芋女てめえいい加減にしろよ。
Oh dear.
時間は十分にあったはずだが。
The underside of the table is dusty.
まあいい。お前らが舐めた掃除をしていた件は後回しだ。エレン、ハンジが実験始めたくてうずうずして待ってるぞ。
はい。
どうしたエレン。立て。人類の明日が君にかかっているんだ。立ってくれ。
メガネ、今度は様子が違うようだが、もう10メートルもねえし、ところどころの肉も足りてねえ。そしてエレンのケツが出ている。
分かってるよ。エレン、まだ動かせそうか。何かしら合図を送ってくれ。エレン。
ミカサ。
おい、また単独行動だぞ。あのネクラ野郎は。処分も検討しとくか。
いや、合図がない。ここまでだ。熱いな君、本当に。ハンジさん待って。エレンから血が出ています。ミラモブレット。エレンの顔が。早くスケッチしろ。
部隊長、あなたに人の心はありますか。
Did his eyeball pop out?
Looks like it. Whoa. He looks like the
He's
Titan.
gaunt.
取り乱した。
道のりは長そうだな。巨人の硬質化の力を使って壁を塞ぐってのは。
はい、自分でも最初から雲をつかむような話だとは。
作戦としては悪くない。大量の資材の代わりにエレン一人連れてきゃいいんだからな。雲を雲じゃないものにできるかな。エレン次第だ。
実験終了。総員、直ちに撤収せよ。
了解。目撃者がいないか確認。はい。
お前はエレンと同じ馬車に乗れ。こっちはハンジたちのトロスト区に戻る。
はい。
とにかく彼女を連れてこい。彼女なら我々の知り得ない真相さえ知ることができるだろう。そう。
Okay, so who was that person at the very beginning then? Because Aaron's hair was not that long.
No, I don't know if that was like a dream or a vision or somewhere in the future. But is it just me or do their voices all sound different?
Aaron's voice definitely sounds different to me.
Okay, everything was a little out of sync, I thought. Do they have the same voice actors or are they supposed to have grown up? Not out of sync like watching the video on the
Okay, I
audio,
was
just-
like, I didn't think that happened, but
No, I
thought
meant out of
Aaron's-
sync of like their voices didn't line up to what I was expecting.
Okay, Aaron's voice sounded different to me.
Okay. Again, do we have a switch or are they just grown up? Because it doesn't look like much time has passed. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what the time skip was or if there was one.
Yeah, I don't think there was much of one. But, okay, my read was they're testing Aaron to try and get his latent abilities out. Specifically, the hardening ability to fix the wall. Okay. And Historia's with them. What did you think of that little thing about the church that she may be able to perceive things?
Or she knows things that nobody else does.
Yeah,
Didn't he say that in like season 2 at the beginning or something?
maybe. I don't remember.
I loved how Levi checked the underside of the table for dust. He pulled the old 1-2 switcheroo just to test them.
Sarah
I knew this was coming.
is a dust fiend. She loves to dust.
I
She
don't
hates-
love to dust, I just hate dust.
You love right after you dust when there's no dust around, and let's put it that way.
Yes.
And
I
then-
wouldn't pull that trick though. I'm not that crazy.
Fair. Levi is his own brand of crazy for sure. And then 2 people spying on
Yes.
what was going on, so we'll see
Are those the like Reiner Bertolt people?
Maybe. My instinct was that maybe they were with the church or with some human faction, but you could be right too, I'm not sure.
今回の失敗か。うまくいけば一日足らずで志願しなくに開いた穴を塞げるということだったが、
何しろ情報がない。硬質化の方法について教科書でもあれば別だが、あとはクリスタ、いやヒストリア・レイス、あいつから壁についての情報をたどるか。
彼女が話した生い立ちについての報告は読んだ。貴族レース教の隠し子、確かに不幸ではあったらしい。だがただの地方貴族がなぜ壁の秘密を知ることができるのかが謎だ。
You guys going for answers.
まだ寝てなきゃダメでしょ。
平気だよ。丸一日寝てたからな。それより俺のせいでウォールマリア奪還作戦がまた遠のいたの。
エレンのせいじゃないから気にすることない。
俺はとにかく獣の巨人と戦えりゃそれで、あのサルとかってやつ絶対に許せねえ。
Why does he think that that thing has something to do with his parents?
そろそろやはり交代だな。ミカさん。
いいね。エレンもみんなも辛いだろうけどやりたいことがはっきりしていて、私はユミルがいなくなって何をしたいのかわからなくなった。
ユミルを助けたいんじゃないのか。
でもあの時は許せないと思ったし、助けたいとも思ったけど、今は違う気がしている。ユミルは自分の生き方を自分で選んだ。もう私が何かする権利はないし、必要もない。
なんかやっとまともに話したな。ここへ来た時自分のことは話したけど、それ以外ニコリともしないし、話にも乗ってこないしさ。
めんどくさくてごめん。もうみんなに優しくていい子のクリスタはいないの。い
や、なんかその方がいいんじゃね。前は無理して顔作ってる感じで不自然で正直気持ち悪かった。
そう。
でも今のお前は別に普通だよ。
Older to me.
ただのバカ正直な普通
Or
の
maybe
や
it's
つだ。
the animation is a little different.
ユミルのことはまた考えればいい。俺だってあいつにはいろいろ。そういえばあれは。
アンジさんたちが到着しました。今に集まってください。
What did he just remember?
ああ、なんだと。
死んだんだよ、ニック司祭が。殺されたんだ。今朝トロストクの兵舎で。
おい、現場を荒らす気か調査員。勝手に近づくな。
これは我々の仕事だ。最近頻発している強盗殺人事件だからな。
そんなわけないだろう。爪が剥がされていたぞ。
お前の所属はどこだ？
第4分隊長ハンジズエと副隊長モブリット・バーナーです。
組織がちっぽけだと大層な階級も虚しく響くもんだな。いいか、これは巨人が人を殺したんじゃない。人が人を殺したんだ。お前らの出る幕じゃない。
中央第一憲兵団。
なぜ王都の憲兵がこんな最南端のトロストクに。
そんなに不思議か。お前らのような出がらしと違って使える兵士は今忙しい。
ああ、そういうことですか。自分が使えない兵士やっているせいかな。偉いとこの兵士さんにビビっちゃいました。
She's about to punch him
握
in
手
the
させ
face.
てください。そっか、強盗にあったのかニック。かわいそうに。 でも彼は盗まれるようなものを持ってたかな。
当然だ。ウォール教の信号は高価な鉄製だと知られている。
え？ニックはウォール教の司祭だったのですか？
何を言っている。
彼とは個人的な友人でして。でも私が知る限り彼は椅子職人だったはずです。ここの申請書にもそう書きましたし。
貴様。
でも私はニックの全てを知ってるわけではなかったということなのでしょう。
おい、話せ。
すいません、つい。
She poisoned him.
では捜査の方をよろしくお願いします。そして強盗を捕らえた際はこうお伝えください。このやり方にはそれなりの正義と大義があったのかもしれないが、そんなこと私にとってどうでもいいことだ。悪党どもは必ず私の友人が受けた以上の苦痛をその身で生きながら体験することになるでしょう。ああ、かわいそうに。そうお伝えください。失礼します。
分隊長、奴らは本当に。
ああ、中央憲兵だ。ジェルソネス。奴の拳がめくれていた。ニックは中央憲兵に拷問を受け、殺されたんだ。ウォール教は調査兵。
I see the wheels turning. What are you thinking?
No, I was wondering why you were so surprised.
I mean, I knew right away that he was killed by the. I thought I was going to say military police, but this might be like a superior branch of them.
Okay, why?
Well, he has information that they don't want getting out.
Well, I felt like all the wallists knew. I didn't think he was alone in the information he knew.
No, but I think he was high up. They probably knew some things, but not all the details. And whoever's really in charge or doing whatever didn't want the scout regiment to find out that information, so they killed him. And they probably tortured him to see what he told other people. There's some conspiracy happening here. I thought
do you think it involves the Titans in the walls, or do you think it involves Historia? Or something else?
Both. I thought she was poisoning his knuckles.
I know, I was like, I think she's just looking at them to prove
yeah,
he did it.
I thought that she had rubbed his hands with something, that's why they were turning red.
Just some sulfuric acid, just dissolving his.
Would you put it past?
Hand.
She's crazy. And she would have
but
some
what
kind
is dissolving his hand gonna do?
No, like scratched him or something when she was rubbing his hands and, but I don't know, poison. It seems like something a Hanji would do.
Okay.
But this is interesting. Now we're getting some inter-government conspiracies happening.
Okay, so it's the
branches.
interior police.
Yes.
Representing like probably the royal, the noble.
The capital.
So maybe it's like Historia's dad or somebody higher up than him even.
Yeah, because they made it sound like he was like a regional nobody.
Fair.
だに協力したニックをほっとかないだろうとは思っていた。だから正体を隠して兵舎にいてもらったんだけど、まさか兵士を使って殺しに来るなんて。私が甘かった。私の責任だ。
憲兵はニック司祭を拷問してどこまで我々に喋ったか聞こうとしたんですか？
だろうな。しかも中央憲兵を動かせるとなると裏にいるのは相当の何かだ。で、ニックの爪は何枚剥がされていた？見たんだろう。何枚だ？
一瞬しか見えなかったけど、見えた限りの爪は全部。
喋るやつは1枚で喋るが、喋らねえやつは何枚剥がしたって同じだ。ニック司祭、あいつはバカだったとは思うが、自分の信じるものを最後まで曲げることはなかったらしい。
I mean, you gotta give him some credit for that.
つまり、俺たちがレイス家を嗅ぎつけたことは明確になっていない。ただ、その中央の何者かに目をつけられたのは確かだろうな。
リヴァイ兵長、エレビン団長から伝令です。ニック司祭のことを伝えに行ったのですが、団長がすぐにそれを。
全員撤収だ。ここは捨てる。全ての痕跡を消せ。
So that's who was
もう少し
spying
遅かっ
on
たら俺たちどうなってたんだ。
どうしてエルヴィン団長はこのことを。
中央から命令が出たらしい。調査兵団の壁外調査を全面凍結。エレンとヒストリアを引き渡せってな。
それと私が手紙を受け取った直後、団長のところにも憲兵団が。
まるで犯罪者扱いじゃないか。
もう裏でどうこうってレベルじゃねえな。なりふり構わずってとこだ。
そこまでして守りたい壁の秘密って。それにエレンとヒストリアを手に入れたい理由は何だろう。殺すんじゃなくて手に入れたい理由だ。
さあな。とにかく敵はこの二人を狙ってることがはっきりした。こんなところでうろついてるのはまずい。トロスト区へエレンたちを移動させる。
なぜあえてニック司祭が殺されたトロスト区に。
中央へ向かう方がヤバいだろう。まだごたついてるトロスト区の方が紛れやすい。街中の方がいざって時にこいつを使えるしな。
確かに。
それに一方的に狙われるのは不利だ。こっちも敵の顔くらいは確認する。ハンジ、お前の班から何人か借りるぞ。
もちろん。よし、私はエルヴィンの方に着く。モブリットは私と、他の者はリヴァイに従ってくれ。
了解。
ハニさん、これユミルとベルトルトが話していたことで思い出したことがあって、話す時間がなかったんだよ。ここに。分かった。後で読ませてもらうよ。
She better not die before she can read that.
And the conflict is turning inward.
それ鍛え方が違うからな、あのチビは。
知り合いなんですか？
古いな。
I wonder how big that is.
Who was the little runt they were talking about? Levi?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's the guy who hired him originally, the wealthy merchant back when he was a street rat.
You think?
I only saw his gun. That was my instinct.
Okay.
How many? Somebody answer me this. How many people live in Trost? Like, how big is it? That's I'm curious.
Adam's looking for some demographic data.
Well, I'm hesitant to look anything up online because of spoilers, so I just ask questions and somebody who's seen it will tell me.
Fair.
あまり団子になって歩くなよ。逆に目立つ。エレンとヒストリアも普通に歩け。
なんで王家の旗がこんなにあるんだ。
あ、今日って王政設立記念日じゃん。年に1回の特別配給がある日ですよ。
ただいまより配給を始める。トロスト区の窮状をお聞きになったフリッツ王が王家の備蓄を解放してくださった。十分用意がある。慌てずに並べ。
フリッツ王、万歳。
さすが王様、気前いいですね。
No, it's just the extra for his family.
食い物で釣られると人間は弱い。
Somebody's spying.
今回の配給で備蓄が6割を切ってしまったとか。少し国民の機嫌を取りすぎたのではないですかな、レイス卿。
必要だ。ここでもう一度王家の求心力を上げておかなければ。
This is the story's dad.
そ
The
れよ
guy
りも力
talking.
とその器だ。急がなければならない。
憲兵団は失敗したようだが、すぐに戻って探索を続けます。
いや、もうすぐ手に入るだろう。あれが動いている。
Is that the king, I'm guessing?
I'm not sure.
気をつけろ。後ろだ。
アルミじゃなくてクリスタとエレンがまたさらわれてしまった。
That's quick.
大丈夫か。あいつ絶対俺に似てねえ。
Jean?
Jean always gets stuck with double duty.
And Armin?
どうだ声を聞かせてくれよ。
I'm sorry. What?
可愛い子ちゃんの声が聞きたいな。
I'm sorry.
This is
これだけは二度とごめんだと思ってたんだ。あの野郎の身代わりなんて。
This guy has a job to do and he's doing. Oh.
急がないとアルミンの変装がバレてしまいます。それにかわいそうです。
Armin's being
足の調子
violated.
どうですか。
It's not funny, even though it's Armin.
悪くない。
It's fun for the guy doing it can't
族
figure
の
it
連
out.
中あれはただの素人だ。
Yeah, no
なん
kidding.
でそんなのを使ったんだか。
Yeah,
あとは
because they
お
can
前らと十
dispose
分
of
だ
the amateurs
俺は
without.
エレンの方へ行く。とりあえず
No trail.
奴らを抑えたらすぐに合流しろ。
了解。
それから念のために言っておくことがある。アルミンたちにも伝えろ。
No, tell us too.
本当にエレンとクリスタで間違いないんだろうな。
はい、特徴は一致してます。
お見張りは
Mikasa is gonna have a little fun.
動くなよ。
コニー、本当に4人で全部なの？
ああ、全部だ。近くには誰もいね
動くと次はどこに当たるか分かりませんよ。とりあえずこいつらここに拘束して兵士長と合流する。
どういうこと？
兵士長の命令、それと伝言も。
We don't get any of the messages.
おいちょっと通してくれ。
兵長、
どうだ。
道が混んでいる以外異常ありません。ピクシス司令の宿舎まであと少しです。替え玉作戦の方は
成功だ。
その割には浮かない顔ですね。
いや、何か妙だ。中央憲兵が使う手じゃない。
You gotta trust the
奴らは気
spidey
ぐらいが
sense.
高い。素人は使わない。どこかでこういう。もしあの馬車を尾行するなら、目標を集団でつけるときは。
兵長、もうすぐ馬車が移動します。
ニーファ、切り裂きケニーを知ってるか。
都の大量殺人鬼ですか？憲兵が100人以上も喉を裂かれたという。でも何年か前に流行った都市伝説ですよね。
そいつはいる。すべて本当だ。ガキの頃、奴と暮らした時期がある。
どうしたんですか急に。こんな時に冗談言うなんて。
そうだ。奴なら平気で素人も使う。目標を集団でつけるときは、両斜め後方と見晴らしのいい高
Oh,
台。
dang, stop it. No, no, no.
リバー
いや
This is a cowboy?
大きくなったか？
Like a version of a cyborg.
おめえもあんまり変わってねえな。ケニー
What is happening? And who's Kenny?
Kenny reminded me of Woody from Toy Story.
Do you know that when he yelled Kenny? South Park.
Oh my gosh, somebody killed Kenny.
Okay, but
I'm like stunned. Give me a second.
this is not government. Like this must
can't be real.
This must be the equivalent of
The
the
Wild
mob
West.
or the gang.
This is
or
like
organized crime.
The gunslingers in the Wild West. You've got to be choking me right now. I'm sorry, that ending, it was off-putting to me.
In what way?
Just this whole anime has been like surgical with its precision, and it's been like so just, I don't know, believable almost. And just to add this in, it just seems over the top to me. Like, we're gonna get Woody from Toy Story to climbing up this thing, like, and he has an army of gun-wielding, former scouts with ODM gear. It's just, like, weird. It just seems a little too far over the top for what we've seen so far.
But are you not curious as to how they fit into the story, or if there's a good reason?
No,
or
of course they're gonna fit in. I'm just like, my initial instinct,
okay.
first impression watching this is like,
come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was also throughout this episode being like, this is so unlike Attack on Titan. Like, they are spelling things out. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were explaining things like step by step throughout the whole episode, and I'm like, this is so not what we're used to.
Fair. But pretty big cliffhanger.
I mean,
like,
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, and people are probably gonna be up in arms about this, but like for me, this episode, I was not a huge fan.
I was just kind of watching. I did not think it was gonna go in this direction. And now I don't think it's even Wallace or government. Like, this is something totally different. So, I'm more intrigued than anything. I didn't mind watching it. But I definitely didn't think it would go in this direction.
But I had, like I said, I had like a bad feeling about this episode, like all throughout, when they were literally explaining things so clearly.
I guess we'll see what happens next episode. I think you got to give it a chance, so we'll see.
But you have to be like, okay, is Kenny working for somebody?
Right.
Is he just like
on
his own? Like,
we saw
what
the
does
royal
he-
family. Then there was some kind of advisor standing beside him.
Well, and Historia's dad was in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm assuming that was the king. Who knows?
Well, at first I thought the guy, I know this is wrong, but like that they kind of cued on with the white was the guy who was standing with the ape. I know that's not
No,
true, but
I
that
don't
was
think
that was my initial kind of.
Yeah, I'm like,
second
is
thing.
Kenny sent to do this by somebody? If not, what motivation does he have? Like, what does he know about Historia and Aaron?
And how would he know that Levi? Because it seems somewhat personal with Levi. So what is he doing? Yeah, it's a little the storyline's a little messy right now.
Yeah. Hopefully it tightens up a bit, because, I don't know. This one,
TBD.
Yeah. Okay. Let us know your thoughts. I know you've been so excited to start season 3. I'm sorry if my reaction or my interpretation or initial impression was like the complete opposite of what you're hoping for. I'm just being honest here.
You're totally allowed.
So yeah, let us know what you're thinking. I'm assuming nobody saw this coming. You can't. It's like just the most random thing ever just thrown at you at the end. If anybody saw this coming, give me a break. But
or you read the manga.
we would be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned because we need to try to figure some stuff out here. And more Attack on Titan. It's coming next week. Bye.